Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Diablo 4. Last episode, we explored some dungeons, and then we turned in some grim favors to the Tree of Whispers. And today, we are going to be doing a Helltide once again. Hopefully, we get some loot, guys. I really hope we get some loot today. It's been a while since we've seen an upgrade. But we'll see how this goes. Let's go to the first event over here. We have 47 minutes. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull off two chests, but see how it goes. Oh, got somebody here. Nice. I also need to get a consumable going. Where's the fire elixirs? There we go. Hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. Man, I love this build. I'm starting to like the rogue too. I changed up one of my builds. Well, we were doing. Get this guy, please. We're doing a twisted blade build, and I was going shadow imbuement, and I switched to poison trap, poison imbuement. And it's just so much more fun, man. Really enjoying it. It's nice when a build starts, you know, establishing itself.
I need more spirit.
Succubus down. And we got I think we came in with 200 obols. So we got 800 to collect. Maybe we'll have to spend a bit at the end. Alright, so let's go to the next event. It's over here.
I need more time.
But yeah, Druid's an awesome class. I think the mid-game's a little rough as a Druid. Early game's not too bad. I'm getting a little irritated during the mid-game. But end-game, like where we're at now, it's awesome.
I must wait a moment.
Rogue's been pretty good early game. Had a little trouble, but it was mostly my fault, I think. The build I was using, the abilities were just, I don't know, they weren't working out. And hopefully we'll get to try out all the classes eventually. It'll probably take quite a while to experience them all. But one day we will, hopefully. This game's going to be out for years, so probably get a chance to check out each class. I hope we get to see like a monk in the future, witch doctor, crusader. That'd be really cool. I know they got to be coming out with a new class eventually. Probably during a new expansion. Got so much time here. Who else is powering up this? Oh, this guy. should really focus on.
I must wait a moment.
Okay, here we go. Get a lot of them down here. Okay, we could probably finish this off. There we go. Just body check it. That's all we had to do.
I'm not ready yet.
Let's get all these cinders. Oh, okay. Hagelb Doom Trap. Are there any more cinders on the ground? Nope. We're almost at 100 here. And I did die the last time we were doing a Hell Tide. We died during this specific event. Maybe we'll run into it today. So I gotta watch out when we do that Hell Tide. We got rushed by, I think, three elites, and the mobs that we got attacked by had like insane attack speed, some pretty good. Okay. It's been wrecked here. They had some good affixes as well. I think they had like Flame enchanted, Poison enchanted. Maybe Shadow as well. Cold enchanted's probably the worst though. It's the one you gotta watch out for. Any CC in this game is deadly. That's why I think this build's pretty good, because there's just so you have 3 abilities that are unbreakable, or unstoppable. I mean, I always forget the name of that. To get you out of CC. Doing all right here.
I need more spirits.
Should be able to get 2, I think. I was also thinking about going for specifically helmet chests, because we would have a chance of getting a unique helmet from them. There's 2 really good unique helmets for Druids. One of them being this one that we have on, Vasili's Prayer. It'd be awesome if we could get an ancient version of that. There's a helm chest here. Boots. You know, you don't really need that. Here we go again. So Lilith is officially out of the picture now, according to the story. Like, I know she's not completely gone, but she's been defeated. She'll have to be resummoned back to Sanctuary if we want to see her again. But I assume we probably won't see her again in the Diablo 4 story. My guess is we'll probably start seeing the primevals like Diablo, Bale, and Mephisto. Start getting... Get rid of these guys here. Look at this. This is awesome. Go over here. Get this guy down, dude. Push him back. It's so awesome that you can do that. I wonder how my rogue's gonna handle this when we get to this level on the rogue. Like, he can't tank like this. This werebear can. We'll see what happens. There is a poison tank rogue build. I wonder how that is. This guy's gonna get wrecked. Alright, so let's go over here now, I guess. Another event right over here. It seems like we're the only people in this hell tide. Which makes me wonder, like, why can't you guys give us more stashes? There's no way there's, like, a bunch of people online right now. What they should do is just, since there's 100% less people on the Eternal Realms, they should try putting more stashes on the Eternal Realms first, just to see how it goes. And then if nothing goes wrong, do a little test and put it on the Seasonal Realms. I really hope they're not scared to, like, test things out. You know what I mean? Because, you know, the game's out and they're scared of people, like, complaining on the internet about it. Like, guys, they're gonna... Think about this day and age. People are gonna complain on the internet no matter what you do. You know what I mean? Good or bad. And the way I feel about the game right now, I feel like we're just playing a beta of Diablo 4. Like we're in... Or even like an early... I would say alpha, but it's a beta. There's still so many things they need to add to it. This guy's pretty strong. I hate fighting one mob. That's the weakness of this build. I already know this build's gonna suck against bosses that don't have any ads. But if the boss has a bunch of ads for you to kill, it helps out a lot because you can generate tons of spirit from slaying all the mobs. All right, so we're at a point now where we can go find a chest. And one of the chests are down here, I believe. Right next to this dungeon entrance. So we'll make our way over there. But yeah, I think they should still do more tests, man. Like, if they need to do testing, do it on the Eternal Realms. I wouldn't mind. As long as they're trying to make the game better, I'm happy, man. But I could see myself end up complaining, like if I'm playing on the Eternal Realm and I can't play, or it's too laggy, I'll be like, what the heck, this sucks. even though I'm saying like, yeah, do whatever you want. But I would understand. I'd be like, you know what, they're trying to make the game better. I'll just go on the seasonal realm, right? And the funny thing is, it might not even work that way. Like, maybe if they try to test something on the Eternal Realms, it messes up the seasonal realms as well. Like, I don't know how to make games. I'm just assuming a bunch of crap. One thing I've learned, though, it's got to be tough to make games. Because this is like, you know, Activision Blizzard, and they're even having issues with, like, things like more stashes. It'd be cool if there was like a YouTube channel that you could watch, and you could watch them build the game and like build like basic, like just things like how we got more stashes in Diablo 4, like how we built it. It'd be cool to see. I know they would never show that because then they'd be kind of teaching, you know, other game companies how they did it and how to solve those problems. Okay, so we have more than enough. We get some ancestral boots there, nice. All right, so let's get out of here. We got a burden of loot. I wonder how our obols are doing. Maybe I should spend a bunch of obols right now. But I like Diablo 4. It's a cool game. I like the way it looks. The art's great. I love like the feel of the game. Like, it's a great game. It's just that this needs more stuff. It's just and it's really just quality of life stuff and then just a little bit more end game content, and the game's great. It's really close. That's why I don't knock it too hard. Oh yeah, went to the wrong area. Check out these gloves. Lightning storms. Yeah, dancing bolts. We got this affix. Pretty nice rolling. Almost perfect. Let's head over to the Obol guy. And see what's going on. I think we want gloves. Trying to get ancient gloves.
It seems your prayers have been answered.
No, ancients. It's really hard to roll, like Obol roll an ancient and legendary, I've noticed.
Thank the light you're here, my boy.
See, we should just get rid of this. Gonna get rid of. That's not bad. Lucky hit. That's a perfect roll on that. Perfect roll on this too. Nice aspects. Almost perfect on this one. I want to get rid of one though. Like get rid of this one. Okay, so let's get out of here. Head back to the Helltide, and now we can open up a mystical chest. I forget what they're called. Hopefully we get some good loot. We got some ancestral boots here, guys. Hopefully those are good. Just want to look at these boots. Unstoppable. And for 4 seconds you gain 10. Pretty bad roll on those. But they're ancestral, so let's check out the stats. Shrine buff duration, damage reduction while injured, dodge chance, intelligence. Okay. Alright, so there's the chest over here. What? Is that it? No, it's not it. bunch of cinders right now. It'd be terrible if we died. Isn't the chest supposed to be like right here? Like right up here? Or am I just tripping out? Yeah, right here. There it is. Open it up. One ancestral axe. A lot of weak elixirs. Okay. See what we got. Just a regular axe. Core skill. It's okay. Nice roll on this right here. Pulverize, like perfect roll on that aspect for the pulverize. This is like what we put on our weapon. It's really good. We don't have it perfect either. Thing is, I'm waiting for like a, you know, an ancestral weapon. Like we get a good weapon, I'm gonna put a good aspect on it. Then we're gonna start doing an insane amount of damage. Oh, nice! We got a Paragon point. That's good. And we got Survival Instincts. While in werebear form, you deal 1% increased damage up to 50% for every 1% difference in current life percent between you and the enemy. So when they get low, they're going to get wrecked. And then if we're low health and they're high health, they're going to get wrecked. I think that's how that works. There we go. We got a legendary node. Nice. Alright, so where do we go now? We're gonna go over here. I don't really want to go through the town. We got a lot of time. Get, you know, 200, close to 200 cinders. So we'll go up this way. Oh, guys just spawned on us. Check your map for like 1 second.
Must wait a moment.
Alright, let's keep going. I've been thinking about building a new computer. Had this comp for a long time. Got a 1070 graphics card in it. Probably like over 5 years old. At least, like, probably, like, close to 7 years.
I'm not ready yet.
The case is probably, I'd say, like, over a decade old. Because I used the same case. I just took out, you know, the guts and replaced everything else. And I'm going to start looking into... The reason why I want to replace my... Like, change my computer is... I know this one's still working, but... If I ever had a problem... I've been having problems with my mic. Sometimes it just, like, disconnects. And I think there's something wrong with the USB slots, which are connected to the motherboard. And I know I can use, like a... Well, but pretty much the USB slots are just being weird. And it's connected to the motherboard. So if it's connected to the motherboard, which means it's good. Pretty much I gotta take out everything. I'm not into doing that. And it would be terrible if I ever had like a day where it didn't work and I wasn't able to make videos. Because I've been doing this for like close to 4 years now, like, and I haven't missed a single day. So it would be cool to have like this as a backup. And then like it'd be almost impossible for me to miss a day. So I'm looking into a new computer. I'm gonna start looking into hardware and stuff like that. But I'm gonna take my time. And might not be a good time to buy. We'll have to see. But it's a hell of a lot better time to buy than it was a couple years ago. A couple years ago, it was terrible. And the reason why it was terrible is because of, you know, crypto and people using video cards to mine, and then like all the video cards would just be sold out, and nothing was selling at MSRP, which was like the regular price. But now that crypto's kind of tanked a bit and mining's become less popular, video cards are getting back into a decent price range. But the problem is now everyone's doing this AI stuff, and how many people want video cards for that? But I think people are probably using gaming video cards for it. Maybe, I don't know. It's probably the top end one though, like the 4090 or 4080. Something like that. I haven't really looked into the cards. But, yeah, it could be a good time to buy. I'm hoping. I know Nvidia's stock has gone up by an insane amount because of AI. And I'm usually an Intel Nvidia guy. Never really given AMD a try. I've always heard like terrible things about AMD. I've stayed away from it. But I assume like after 7 years, AMD's, you know, maybe making ground. I've heard Intel has some like their own video cards now. I don't know what those are like. But I am going to be looking into it. It'll probably take me like, I don't know, a while to choose. But it would be nice, you know, if I had an issue. That I wouldn't have to panic. Because if I had an issue and my computer wasn't working, then I would have to buy just like a build computer. Like, I feel like I'd have to buy a build computer like that day. That's a terrible... It's terrible to buy things like that in like when you're desperate, because you're probably getting ripped off on, you know, some of those items that they put into that computer. And there's like good times to buy, you know, computer products. Like you can check price history. Maybe like Black Friday is a good time to wait. sometime around there.
My dearest wanders these woods alone.
There's this website called like Camel or something like that. Shows price history of things. And I always like looking at that before I purchase an item. It shows me when the last time it was at its lowest price. I can ask myself if I'm willing to wait that long. The cool thing about building your own computer is you can just buy a piece when it's on like at a really good price. Just wait and then wait for another piece to go on a really good price, and then once you get all the pieces, you can just build a computer. I'm also not a fan of liquid cooling. Just gonna go with fans most likely. Heard terrible stories about like liquid cooling like not working, and then like goes all over your computer and your computer gets fried by it. Like I've never like built a computer with liquid cooling either, so I wouldn't be into that. And it would be cool to check out companies that build computers, because I assume there's so many of them now. Like 7 years ago, it wasn't like that. So maybe it's a good idea to buy a built computer, because one thing you can do is like, if they build the computer for you, you can always like call them and be like, hey man, this isn't working, you guys built it, which is probably so annoying as a computer, people who like build a company that builds computers. It's probably terrible to deal with that all the time, because most likely it's probably the customer's fault most of the time. Like the computer worked, and the customer did something silly, and now they're blaming the computer company. I think that would be like a terrible, like, company to, I don't know, it's just like, it's be terrible to deal with customers. Like, there's so many things can go wrong with a computer.
I'm not ready yet.
And some people really like treat their computers bad. Like they just like smoke cigarettes around them. They like never clean them. I'm kind of a dork though in terms of that, I guess. Alright, so let's start this one. And then we'll get the last chest. Got tons of time here, just gotta survive. The cool thing about having another computer for me is I'll be able to, edit more videos, and render more videos. Means I could probably attempt to put out more videos per day, maybe. I don't know. Three's a lot. But I noticed there's some Let's Players out there, they put out like 8 videos a day, sometimes 10. Like, that's crazy. I know that some videos are like 30 minutes long. But when you're doing it though, like that, it's pretty much like a full-time job.
I'm not ready yet.
And I don't even know how the viewers can keep up. You know what I mean? Like, you're putting out, like, what, 4 hours of content every day? Obviously, the viewers can't keep up. I guess they just, like, choose a playthrough they want to watch. You know, that no one can follow along that much. It's just way too much. But who knows? Maybe they can. Like, there's probably some people, like, who are retired and they're gamers, and, you know, if they like a content creator, they could follow along. It's kind of like watching, like, a movie every day. But the average person can't, that's for sure. I know I'm just ranting today. I'm not really talking much about the game. There's just, I don't know, we're kind of in the end game right now. We're just trying to get loot and trying to level 100. Get our renown up. Get rid of all this stuff. Any good? Nah. Get rid of it. A lot of legendaries to go through. I'm gonna have to disenchant some of them because we're gonna run out of space soon. Alright, so the chest is right in this corner. We got more than enough cinders, we just have to make it to the chest. Yeah, I'm starting to see what people were saying about the end game. Like, it's tough to get upgrades. Like, it might take you a solid 24 hours of gameplay just to see an ancestral piece you like. It's not, that wasn't like that in 3. Get a lot more dopamine hits in 3. I know, like, I kind of like, I talk good about 3, like, a lot, but it's honestly, I think it's better than 4, the gameplay. And the game modes. It's just more, like, it's obviously more developed. But I think once 4 catches up, it'll for sure be 100% better. So we got more ancestral boots. This chest's okay. Get rid of that. And get rid of this as well. See these boots. Dexterity, all stats, total armor while in werewolf form. It's too bad. And movement speed, killing an elite. Yeah, pretty bad. It's too bad. Well, there we go, guys. That's 2 chests. Didn't get nothing. Maybe we got some cool elixirs. I'll check that out. I haven't got anything good from a Helltide in a while. It sucks. Let's check out, oh, nice. So we got 2 Iron Skin elixirs now. That was the best thing we got today. We only had 1. Now we got 2. It's awesome, elixir. Increases armor by 900 for 30 minutes. It's a lot of armor. Probably save those up for this fight here, if we ever do it. Echo of Hatred against Lilith. I don't know if that's the best elixir for it, but it's probably up there. So we'll get rid of all this stuff. This other stuff I'll have to look into. There's a lot of perfect aspects rolled on there, so we'll probably keep some of them. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.